Hello everyone. Today we'll be featuring a bunch of mysterious stories about some very smart scientists. Our video begins with Stanley Meyer, the man who invented the water-powered car. His story attracted the attention of international investigators when he died under mysterious circumstances after his idea for a water fuel cell was rejected. To this day, there are numerous conspiracy theories surrounding his death, as well as criticism of his invention. He was born on August 24, 1940, in the United States. In the 1960s, Meyer invented a patented device that used water, H2O, instead of petroleum fuel. Meyer called it a fuel cell or water fuel cell. He did it just in time, because in the mid-1970s, the price of crude oil on the world market tripled, and oil prices in the US were rising daily. Due to increased fuel consumption, car sales literally plummeted. The US government was under intense pressure because Saudi Arabia had cut off oil supplies to the country. As a result, many companies went bankrupt, and the American auto industry suffered greatly. Meyer then developed the red Lalakas, the first water-powered car. This hydrogen-powered vehicle was demonstrated throughout the US. At the time, everyone was curious about his revolutionary invention. Meyer's water buggy even appeared on local television news. In an interview, Meyer claimed that his hydrogen car used only 83 liters of water to travel from Los Angeles to New York. This is truly incredible. His water fuel cell was later examined in court by expert witnesses, who determined that there is nothing revolutionary about the cell and it simply uses ordinary electrolysis. The court found that Meyer had committed gross and serious fraud and ordered him to return the two investors their $25,000. On March 20, 1998, Meyer met with the two Belgian investors. The meeting took place at the Cracker Barrel restaurant, where Meyer's brother, Stephen Meyer, was also present. At the dinner table, everyone drank vodka, after which Meyer ran outside, clutching his throat. He told his brother he had been poisoned. The Franklin County Coroner and Grove City Police conducted a thorough investigation. It was concluded that Stanley Meyer died of a brain aneurysm. Many people still believe that Stanley Meyer was assassinated as a result of a conspiracy, primarily to suppress his revolutionary invention. Some also claim that the primary cause of Meyer's death was his invention, which received unwanted attention from government officials. The enigmatic Dr. Sebi. Alfredo Darrington Bowman, November 26, 1933 to August 6, 2016, better known as Dr. Sebi, was an herbalist and self-proclaimed healer. He is said to have uncovered the mystery of widespread cancer cases and proven that they could be treated with alternative remedies. He wrote a book about his discoveries, which, unfortunately, was banned from publication. According to online sources, the book was never published. The herbalist gained fame for treating several celebrities, including Lisa Left Eye Lopez of TLC, actor Steven Seagal, and Michael Jackson. On May 28, 2016, the natural healer and his associate, Pablo Medina Gamboa, were arrested on money laundering charges after arriving in Honduras from California. The 82-year-old healer's health began to deteriorate during his incarceration in the Honduran penitentiary system. Dr. Sebi was reportedly diagnosed with pneumonia. Tragically, Dr. Sebi's life ended abruptly approximately 2 months after his arrest at Juan Manuel Galvez de Rotin International Airport in Honduras. So, while it's always interesting to learn such things, one always wonders, is it true? And is it really possible to cure serious illnesses in this way? Thomas Brown. An American physicist who developed cold fusion technology capable of generating infinite energy. In the 1920s, Thomas Townsend Brown, an American inventor, became intrigued by a paradoxical phenomenon later called the Biefeld-Brown effect and devoted much of his life and energy to developing a device that exploited the fundamental properties of this effect. The mechanism was called a graviter or gravitator. Continuing his work and experimentation, Brown designed a device consisting of a block of non-conductive material with electrodes on both sides. In 1928, Thomas patented his invention at the British Patent Office. In his application, Brown claimed that his device operated in a state of rest relative to the universe. This, incidentally, contradicted Albert Einstein's special theory of relativity. Brown refined his invention over many years, creating devices consisting of metal plates or discs charged with 25,000 to 200,000 volts, which generated anti-gravity. At the same time, Thomas Brown's laboratory was burglarized several times, with all the drawings and notes stolen. Work on the project was then discontinued, and plausible conclusions suggest this was not due to the research's lack of promise, but rather to its complete success. He disappeared without a trace in 1990, and his fate remains unknown. Harry Grindell Matthews, a British inventor who claimed to have created a death ray that could destroy aircraft from a distance. Destroying the enemy from a distance, without resorting to hand-to-hand combat, was a constant goal for militaries worldwide. Nikola Tesla, eager to attract attention to his inventions, also succumbed to this idea and promised to create death rays that could destroy at any distance, but he never fulfilled his promise. Harry Grindell Matthews was an inventor and electromechanic, without whom important discoveries in fields such as radio, telegraph, and sound film might not have been possible, although his idea was not accepted, or rather, understood, at the time. Matthews' name later became associated with the development of Devil's death rays, as the inventor himself called his experiments. His experiments, widely publicized by the press, were quite impressive and effective. A device resembling a small searchlight was able to stop an engine from a distance, ignite a pile of gunpowder, and kill a mouse. Matthews avoided explaining the operating principles of his device, although he did mention the possibility of increasing its power to sink ships and incapacitate their crews. Rumors that several of Matthews's assistants suffered burns during his experiments, and that the inventor himself damaged his retina, should have further supported his claims. This is what he himself told journalists. It is known for certain that Matthews invented the sky projector and sky searchlight, which display various figures in the clouds, as well as a system for remotely controlling a boat. There were numerous witnesses to this. As for the death rays, only what newspapers reported was known. Harry Grindell Matthews fled abroad several times, hoping to introduce his ideas to other countries. He made films about himself, not shying away from outright fakes and special effects. Unfortunately, nothing is known about his death. He died under mysterious circumstances. Guys, subscribe, like, and stay tuned for new videos. When we reach 1,000 subscribers, we'll be giving away a brand new iPhone 16 Pro Max.